Hi, I'm Middle-Aged Dad Plays, and this is Descent to the SS Veilbreaker. This is a game by SEO Tech, and it can be found on itch. The developer reached out to me by email, asked me if I'd like to play it. I said yes. Unfortunately, when I tried to download it, we had some issues. I had some issues in itch where it wouldn't find the actual files to download. It now works, and I'm assuming it was just on my side because it seemed to work for other people. So it's now working for me. So let's get into it, shall we? Mr. Blackwood. 3 nights ago, the cargo of SS Veilbreaker went down in flames off the coast of Scarpa Flow. No survivors. The owning company claims it was an accident, mechanical failure, perhaps a lightning strike. But they're asking for full compensation, and that makes it our problem. You'll descend into the Abyssal Surveyor, locate the wreck, assess the damage, and determine what really happened. Look for signs of fire, breach points, anything that proves or disproves their story. You have limited oxygen and no backup. This isn't an expedition, it's an investigation. Get in, get the evidence, and get out. Find the truth and return. That's all we require. Okay, I'm waiting.
Let's get this underway. Your task is to descend to the Veilbreaker's remains and see if you can discern anything that might suggest this wasn't quite the mishap our underwriters seem so keen to accept. The submersible's operation is quite simple. At the rear, you'll find 3 gauges indicating oxygen, pressure, and electricity levels, from top to bottom. Should the electricity dip, the crank beside them will restore it with a few turns. Be mindful that the pressure will increase as you descend. Should the gauge enter the red zone, please pause your descent and allow it to stabilize. Your oxygen supply is sufficient for approximately 25 minutes, so please utilize your time effectively. The lever at the front controls vertical movement and speed, and there's an indicator next to it displaying your distance from the wreck. Now, please proceed and report back your findings promptly. Oh, and one final note. The pilot of the previous expedition apparently thought it prudent to open the rear door. Need I elaborate on the consequences? Please, for the sake of our company's finances and your continued employment, ensure that door remains firmly shut.
Is that it? Okay. Well, this bottom one's going to run out already. Oh, there we go. Abyssal Survivor Operating Manual, Royal Maritime Insurance Company, 1904. Instructions for piloting the submersible vessel. This guide outlines basic procedures for safety on operating the Abyssal Surveyor during underwater inspection missions. Read carefully before descent. Gauges, rear panel top to bottom. Oxygen shows remaining breathable air. A full tank provides approximately 25 minutes of operation. When empty, survival is impossible. Pressure measures internal steam pressure. If the needle enters the red, stop movement and wait for it to drop. Power displays battery charge. Powers lights, instruments, and life support. Crank generator located beside the gauges. Turn by hand to recharge the battery because power's gone off now. When power is low, do not wait until empty. Like now. Depth control lever. Front helm. Left increase, push forward. Left mouse click, push forward. Left descend, increase speed. Right mouse click, pull back. Ascend, reduce speed. Note movement increases pressure. If pressure claims too high, stop the subs, let it stabilise. Okay, we need to crank this. We've already lost some oxygen for the beginning bit when we were listening to the man having a bit of a go. Not a bit of a go, a bit of a story, lore, instruction. I'm going to get this right to the top. That'll do. Right, let's descend. Keep an eye on the pressure gauge. Very, obviously, iron lung feel to this. Might as well keep that topped up. We can't go any further than that. And we'll let the pressure gauge. The pressure equalise. It's not equalising because we've not stopped. There we go. We don't want to blow ourselves up. Do we have a look down? No. Look down. A crouch. But if we look down, we don't have any feet. I like how it's just literally us in here with relatively loud footsteps. 3 windows we can look out of. We've got a long way to go. The oxygen's going down already. Let's crank you.
Splendid. You're descending now, are you? Very good. Just thumbing through the dossier here. Veilbreaker, Captain. The name does stir a memory. Seems our esteemed captain has something of a record. Implicated in no fewer than half a dozen unfortunate incidents by the look of it. Now, I mean no disrespect to the departed, heaven forbid, but, well, the sea is often a lonesome mistress, is she not? And sailors, God bless them, are known on occasion to seek certain comforts, if you catch my meaning.
The guy talking could be a bit louder. That's one thing I'd say, because it seems to be everything else going on in here is much louder. What the hell is knocking on the door? Oh, we have to stop. Let the pressure equalise. Bob that electricity up while we wait. Pressure's full. Head down. Can't see anything out our windows. I don't know what you do. There's no instruction on that. Well, getting there. Started at 2000 something, didn't we? So, I mean, the temptation to click on that is high. And also this, which I don't know what it does. Are we going to spring leaks at some point? Is that going to... Oh, crap.
Already? Lost power? Is a few turns of the crank truly so taxing? I did instruct you to monitor the gauges. This is not some idle underwater excursion. Focus on the task. Watch your instruments and spare us from any further amateur missteps.
I was watching him. I just literally got it to the top. But then my pressure did go into the red. I don't know if that was the reasoning or whether it coincided with it. We've had some weird moments already. The knock-in and then the sound. I don't know what the sound was. I'm very cautious about our oxygen because we didn't set off straight away, which means we could run out of oxygen on the way there, on the way back. But we've not gone halfway yet. Our oxygen's now out the green, unless we play this perfectly. Oh shoot. Didn't notice the pressure had gone into the red. That pressure goes around quite quickly, or down quite quickly. In green. We have no run button, by the way, as far as I realise. But then there's not really much space to run, so let's check that. Come on. There we go. It wouldn't let me turn it. Still won't. Maybe it was the angle I was going in on. Okay, we're near the top there. Coming up to the 1,000 mark. Yeah, I'm not a fan of underwater things, as you may have seen in my Abyssal Trench video. Underwater does creep me out a bit, which is one of the main reasons I don't go in the sea. I think I may have mentioned this before. It's all Steven Spielberg's fault with Jaws. Well, whoever wrote it originally, I can't remember who wrote it now. It's not Crichton, he was Jurassic Park, wasn't it? Yeah, it's not going to come to me like that. But yeah, watch Jaws at an impressionable age. Yeah, I have talked about this before because I also mentioned Popeye with the octopus underwater. When it goes down, you see the eyes. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. The fuck? I was not expecting to see a man's face at my window. You're not going to say anything about that? I don't want to stop. Is he hanging on?
The door handle is shut. Did my instructions somehow escape you? I was perfectly clear. The door was to remain untouched. And now, with the pressure as it stands, it cannot be properly secured. One truly does wonder about the standards of this organization. These costly missteps, entirely avoidable.
Do I touch that? I don't want to see this man's... Oh, it's not full. Okay. Stop with the creepy shit. Right, we're not going to get down in this one. I don't want to stand too close to anything at the moment. Might as well keep this topped up as best I can. Ready for when it inevitably drops down again. Did like it when the face was there. It didn't make any like jump scare noise or anything like that. It was just... deal with it, kind of. You've seen it. It's made you scared. Now we got into the red, so let's take it back. Current electric, while that's going up, down. Now we're in the green. Full speed ahead. Cabin. Are we on 300? Yep. No. No. I died. I died. I don't know if there's more than one ending. I don't know if there is going to be a way to actually do it, or because it fell to the ground something outside there opened our door, and then we clearly, from the sound of it, drowned. I'm assuming the pressure would actually just instantly kill us of the water coming in. I don't know the exact ins and outs of it, but if you're that many feet or meters down, then we're going to be crushed. But yeah, that was, like I say, very, very Iron Lung-esque, but it was enjoyable. I do like my dirty work of checking things, making sure things are stable, going back. That kind of like doing a job in a game as opposed to doing a job in real life, which sucks. So yeah, I did enjoy that. The atmosphere, it was great. Like I said, the voice for the guy over the radio could have been slightly louder. I could still hear him fine and that, but for some reason, I know there's a sound button here, but I didn't want the sound of the sub going down to be raised, and then his voice not be able to pick it out properly. I mean, I could still hear everything he was saying, apart from when I was cranking the electricity at the same time again. But again, I don't think the sound slider would fix that. Maybe not. Anyway, yeah, so that was Descent to the SS Veilbreaker. Like I say, it was by SEO Tech. Go and check it out. There might be another ending. You might be able to find it yourself. As I usually say in these videos, I tend not to do all the endings, just for the fact that I'm giving you a view of the game and one ending, and I think the developers would prefer if people played it. So that's why I tend not to find everything, and maybe that's just a skill issue, but that's beside the point. Either way, yes, I am waffling as per usual. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comments, etc. And developers, if you have any other games that you'd want me to check out, feel free to drop us an email. I think my email's on the on my YouTube page. I think it's middleagedadplays@gmail.com. That's a guess. I don't know. I don't use my own email address. I put it on there, and then things come through. Either way, waffling still. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one.